think I've ever had that many questions waiting for me. Hello, welcome. I am Hazel, Lucia, Tarot. I'm Stephanie. And if you've never been to my lives before, they're basically free, but we do cut it off at a certain amount of time. So at around 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes, we will stop with the free questions. And yeah, so just go ahead and ask your question. I will get to it in the order that it appears in the chat. If you see me looking off to the side, it's because I'm looking at the laptop and I'm looking at the actual chat because I can't see that much of a chat on my phone. Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh, hi, new people. Hello, Gentle21. Hello, Totoro. Hello and welcome. My sister's going to show up in a minute. Her name is Mui. She is my moderator. She's my actual sister. So she's going to be the moderator to make sure there's no nonsense going on in the chat and to make sure that everybody's getting their question answered. A few things before we start. I am still providing personal readings. All the description has all my information. It's either up here in the little dots or down in the description below, depending on your format. I am offering a year ahead reading as well. This will give like a month by month, like a card for each month to tell you how 2026 is going to go, as well as 3 questions that you can ask. That's a special price. It's about between 45 and 60 minutes, depending on your questions. And it's only $50, which usually my hour-long readings are, I think I've made them 55 or 60. They're going to go up a little bit. I'm not going to raise it by much within the next year because I know not everybody can afford that, and I like to keep my prices reasonable. And I also provide a lot of free content. I don't monetize my YouTube yet. A lot of my live streams are free, which is why I go off a tip. So a tip is much appreciated, not necessary, but if you can provide a little bit for my time, then that'd be great. Hello, everybody. Hello. All right, let me see. Hi, Steffi. Hello. Oh, hello, everybody. Yeah, lots of new people. I'm excited. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start answering questions. There you are. Oh, sorry, moomrin. I thought your name was Mui, but yeah. So let's get started. First question up here. Like I said, if you see me looking off to the side, I'm on my laptop because I can read better. This is for eagle money. I like it, eagle money. I thought an eagle was a hawk the other day because I don't know the difference between both of those. When will you find a new job? Okay, so we're going to ask about eagle money's eagle job to make that eagle money. Eagles are associated with Scorpio. Scorpio moon or a Scorpio season could be important. Also something that is intense, or even like your intensity could be important. I don't know why that's coming through, just based off your username. Hi, hello everybody. Okay, Ace of Swords, the first of something. January for sure. I feel like January specifically in Aquarius season, which is odd because usually that's when people start letting go of seasonal help, but you are more likely to find something during that time for whatever reason. Or the first of any month could be really important. It's like a great day to put your mindset to looking for a job. Like you're just going to come off as really good those days. We have the 6 of Wands reversed. You're going to go back to this is an offer that you were given a while ago, but I feel like you're going to take it up this time. If not an offer, it could be a position. I feel like this is something that you didn't get the first time, but the second time around you might get it. And I think it's because of the determination that you have to get that job, eagle money. We also have the 7 of Swords, but be careful with that job position because I feel like it's going to be great, but they're not going to tell you everything right away. So ask questions, ask the hard questions. Like I said, whatever this is requires your level of intensity that you bring. Let me get one more. Ooh, 4 of Cups reversed. You didn't get it the first time because you were in a weird mindset. You were in a weird mindset. Had you gotten that job, it would have been awful. And I feel like this job still isn't ideal, but it's going to be better for you. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It requires communication. Also, it's going to be really good for making like good money. Like this could help you set up maybe a savings account, or it could help you buy something substantial like a car or an apartment. This is going to help you pay bills for sure. But I feel like you're going to come back around to a job that you applied to before, and they're going to get you this time. Excuse me, that was a burp, but that's also a truth. Sorry. I don't like being gross. I don't like being one of those burpy kind of tarot readers, but sometimes that happens. So yeah, I hope this helps, eagle money. It's going to be something from the past. Either January or the first of any month could be helpful, and make sure you're asking the right questions or getting a good deal. You could be making more money than they initially offer. Maybe they're a little bit desperate for somebody to help, and that could help you out. So I hope that helps you, Money. Let's see. Next question is it Giada? Giada, should I go to Paris for university? Oh my gosh. Or something about your spirit guide. So I only answer one question. I'm gonna go ahead and answer that about Paris because I feel like that's a little bit more important. Your spirit guide will make themselves known if they come through. Because I'm curious about Paris. My eyes lit up when I read that. I was like, oh my gosh, living that Emily in Paris dream. You're welcome, Eagle Money. Let's see. So the Chariot, that's a yes. That's a yes. Book that plane, go. At the very least, feel it out. If you want to spend a few days, my nose got itchy when I said that. My nose doesn't get itchy. Okay, if you want to spend a few days there, like just to feel it out, not like a tourist, but like a local, literally do things that you would do on a regular basis, like look for a place to do, this is sounding weird, but look for a place to buy your groceries, look for a place to do your nails. I'm that kind of person. When I travel, I immediately think, could I live here? That's just me anywhere. Like I've always been that way. I think because I would travel to places where my family lives, so it became normal for me to go to the grocery store at a different country, even if I don't typically go to a grocery store. It's giving mundane things in Paris. So see if you could imagine yourself living that way. But it's a yes with the Chariot. What else do we need to know? Ooh, the Eight of Pentacles. It's going to be hard work though. Like I said, imagine living there. Just like we work here or wherever you live. There's a mundane life that you have to get used to, because I have heard both success and unsuccessful stories of living in Paris. It's not for everybody, but I feel like at the very least it would broaden your horizons and bring new perspective. Yeah, King of Pentacles reversed. You might have difficulty staying there is what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's because of the cost of living or the culture, but it's definitely one of those things where you have to feel out your comfort zone. So I'm hearing yes, but more important than university. My nose keeps getting itchy. Why is that? More important than studying there, could you imagine living there? And then the Page of Swords, also the language. I don't know if you speak it well, but it could even be like a dialect difference. You know how people in certain places just speak differently, even if it's your same language? That's what I'm getting. Like in the US, we have so many dialects that you go from one corner of the country to the other corner. People speak differently. I live in the South. People speak differently from what I speak. So that's what I'm getting. So Paris for university, yes, because it's a life experience that at the very least you can talk about at some point in your life that you're going to be proud that you did. So I hope that helped, Giada. Oh, hi everybody. Hello. Michelle, she's like, plus you don't want to be known as the girl who didn't go to Paris. My family went to Paris. I'm the one who studied French for 7 years. Guess who didn't end up going to Paris with my family? I haven't even been, I didn't go to Paris, and I always think like, dang, that was my destiny. Meanwhile, Michelle doesn't leave the house and boom, she's in Paris. And I'm like, how does that happen? So yeah, that's what I'm getting. All right, let's move on to the next question. Oh, you guys are making my night. Next is LY 5646. You'd love to know what messages your spirit guides want to reveal about your future spouse. People have been asking me a lot about future spouse lately, and I think 2026 is going to be that year where I tap into a lot of future spouse readings. Because that's like the number one thing that people ask me about in personal readings, that and job, career things. All right, so for 5646. I'm getting football. Your future spouse might be into like American football. So that may be an indication of where they're from and what they're into. Because I just heard 42 hut hike whenever I said those numbers. Or the Super Bowl could be important. Like if you go to like a Super Bowl party. I don't know if you're into that or not, but I feel like they might be. All right, we have the Lovers. Ooh, okay, so you're gonna be a good couple. Like whenever I get the Lovers, that's like a classic couple. Like people know you, like you're very affectionate towards each other. It's a natural connection. It's nothing you have to work really hard for. We have the the Six of Swords. This is somebody, I'm getting a homecoming, or like they're coming back. I don't think it's somebody from your past, but maybe they were gone for a long time and they come back and that's when you meet them. Also, you have six twice already. The Lovers is the number six, and then we have the Six of Swords. June could be important, or the 6th of any month. You have the Ten of Swords. It's not gonna, okay. Is this her or him? So I say they might be going through something difficult when you meet them or when they're coming back. Like maybe they recently lost a job or got out of a really bad relationship. So they're not going to be at their best when you either meet them or get together. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. But they're going to want to put effort into this. I feel like they're going to at least try. So it's going to be a little bit of a rocky start because they're not going to be in the best place. But when they get with you, it's kind of like they take a chance on you. I do see like either friends, maybe family, encouraging them to go after this, and they do, because it's kind of like they're not seeing things clearly when you meet them, or they might be in a weird space, but they're gonna, oh, there we go, the King of Wands. You're gonna help get them back in their sense of power, their sense of control. So it's going to be a little, I don't want to say it's a rocky start, at least not on your end. It's more on their end. Like they're not going to be in the best place when they meet you, take a chance on you, and it's like everything is rainbows and sunshine again. And I feel like this is actually really long lasting. Like, ooh, Judgment. Yeah. It's going to be like a big wake up call to want to be with you or to want to pursue something with you. I wonder if I heard Gemini or Libra. I'm getting those signs very strongly, because Lovers is Gemini, but also the King of Wands is any fire sign. They could have fire in their chart. And then, ooh, the Ace of Cups. Yes, it's going to be something wonderful. Their circumstances are not going to be wonderful. They're not going to be in the best space when you meet, but it's going to feel great because it's, like I said, homecoming could either be like they're coming back home, or getting with you is going to feel like coming back home to them. So I hope this helps, 5646. All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi. Okay, next question is MM285. When will you see David again? Good question. What's up with David? When are we going to see him again? When is MM going to see David? What's a quote from The Hills? What's The Hills? Is that a show? I don't watch anything. I would still watch cartoons if I was watching TV, I swear. Alright, so David. Oh, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. He's not in a talkative mood right now. If you were to see him again, I don't think he'd be up for conversation. He would reply, he'd be courteous, but I don't think he's not in the mood to think, is what I'm getting. Like, he has so much on his mind, or he's gone through so much that he's just like, just not there. Not there. And the King of Wands. However, he is up for a good time. This is odd. It's like, you ever hang out with friends, but they're not thinking, but they're up for anything and they're not thinking. Like, I have friends like this. I've hung out with friends like this, and it was so annoying because I'm like, can we have a conversation? They're like, no, let's go on this roller coaster. And I'm like, dang it, what? So next time you see him, he might look great. He might even be in a social mood. He's not going to want to think. He's not going to want deep conversation. I don't think he's in the mood to have anything intellectual or emotional or deep. He's literally going to be surface level. I don't know what he's gone through, but the next time you see him, Ace of Cups, but he's open to, like, you know, the friendship. I don't think he's like, it's not a rejection. It's not that he hates you. Just be aware. He's not going to be mentally there. He's not. Sometimes this could also mean, especially with the cups here, that maybe he's a little inebriated or not completely sober. So maybe he's drinking and therefore he's just chilling out or smoking, whatever, you know, vice of choice here. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. He's also not going to be in the mood to, like, He's just going to be wanting to have a good time. Lots of queens here. All the queens are reversed, but the king is up. So if you're in a social setting, he's not looking for girls. He's looking to be with the dudes. He might treat you like a dude because he's in that mood. He's not going to be in a lovey-dovey mood if that's relevant here. But as to when you're going to see him, the first does come through because this is the only number we have. So maybe it's New Year's Eve or New Year's. The Magician, again, it's the first of the Arcana. So the first of something, I mean, January for sure, but maybe New Year's Day or the first of any month is coming through. It's weird. He's going to be in a party mood. He's going to be in a fun mood. Doesn't want to talk deeply. Doesn't want to, I'm hearing he doesn't even want to get laid. Why is that coming through? Okay, so this is when you're going to see him. The first of something, but he's not going to be entirely there. So just, you know, be aware of that. Ooh, the Hierophant reversed. There's a lesson he hasn't learned yet. If there was anything you spoke about that you told him to do or that he said he was going to do, he hasn't done it yet. He's procrastinating. So I hope that helps. That was David. Why were you in your other account? See, I knew you were moving. Okay, next one is Totoro 9895. Your friend's boyfriend has a problem with the law on Spain and he is in pre-trial. When will he be free? Okay, I'm gonna preface that by saying I am not a legal counsel. I am not professional legal help. That, and I don't know much about the laws in Spain, or anything. But you want to know when he will be free. I want to see how it's gonna go and then what's going to happen here. So I'm prefacing this by saying that because I'm obviously not a lawyer. If I was, I think my setup would be a little nicer. Okay. So your friend's boyfriend, what's going on with him? We have the Two of Pentacles. Things are being righted. So I feel like things are going to go well. But it's a very sobering experience for him. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, he's going to be let out. I don't know what the timeline is, but definitely by February because we have a 2 here. Also, the 10th of any month could be important. The 2nd through the 10th of any month could be important. I feel like he will be let out. He'll be fine. But it's a very sobering experience. It's not going to be on the first try. It's going to be on the second try. So you said on his pre-trial, it's not going to be the pre-trial, I guess it's going to be the next. That's what I'm hearing. Not the first time, the second time. And again, I don't know how to put that into words. Let me get a little bit more. 5 of Wands. And he would do better not to argue. He would do better not to try to defend his case. Because if he starts talking or saying stuff, like he's going to get himself in more trouble. It's one of those situations where you have to keep your mouth shut, you know? That's what I'm getting. Don't make it bigger than it has to be. And back of the deck, the Hermit. He's going to be a different person, though. He's going to really scale it back. Whatever he used to do, this is a completely sobering experience for him. Like, he's going to do a 180 after this. So maybe he needed that scare. The Magician, yeah, he needed that scare. So I hope that helps. Like I said, not the first time, but the second time, and he'll be let out. So I hope that helped. That said, remember, I'm not professional legal help, so I cannot legally say that any of that's going to come true, but that's what I'm seeing according to the cards. So I hope that helps, Totoro. All right, next question is Gentle. Wait, Gentle or Gentle 21? Oh no, wait, I forgot. I lost the question. Gentle 21, come back. What is blocking you from love? And when will you get your first boyfriend? First boyfriends are overrated. I'm going to say that. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. And I'm not trying to make it seem like it's not a big deal or that you don't deserve one or that your first boyfriend's going to be awful. I'm not trying to say that. But sometimes your first experience with something is just a tester, you know? Sometimes it's just a little bit of like, am I into this? Could I do this? My first boyfriend lasted a week. I was 14? I was 14. He lasted a week. I couldn't stand him. I couldn't. We're still friends. Oddly enough, we are still friends to this day. I don't even see him as an ex-boyfriend because it was a week and I was 14. You know? Are those even considered exes? Hello, Leo Witch. Hello. So it doesn't matter how old you are, the first partner you have, I feel like if it's fun because it's like a test run, it's a free trial. Uh, or it could be something that lasts a long time. Yours lasted 3 weeks? Wow. I was so non-committal. I still am so non-committal, but I was so non-committal at a young age. Okay, but anyway, Gentile, what's blocking love? What's blocking love and what else is going on there? There is a heartbreak. Maybe you were rejected before by somebody or there was like some unrequited thing going on, but there's this big heartache here. If it wasn't you, it was something you saw growing up. Because sometimes when we see like our parents or our siblings or aunts and uncles be heartbroken and see how they become out of a relationship, it can scare us into not wanting that. That was my biggest issue with wanting to get married. I saw all these relationships I saw were just awful. And I never wanted that for myself. So I kind of vowed, I'm never going to get married. And now I'm like, okay, now I'm healed. Now I'm open to the idea. Um, so I see something similar for you. There's something from when you were younger, specifically maybe from when you were 3 years old that you witnessed. And it didn't have to be anything too deep. Maybe you just saw your first heart. Maybe you acknowledged the first heartbreak you had ever witnessed. And that was kind of like you shutting your heart off to whatever that was. We have the King of the King of Pentacles reversed. And it makes me think that you tend to go for either unavailable people because of this. Like subconsciously you go for that because it's kind of like it's not going to be permanent. It's not going to be anything that's going to last a long time. And therefore you choose something that would reject you so that you protect yourself from it. And I say this because I understand this energy very well. Let me get more cards. What else is in the way? The Hermit. Not only that, but you value your solitude. Hermit can also be independence, which I feel like you value a lot. 10 of, you see relationships as work or like they're too much of a burden. I keep seeing that. Even if you don't believe that consciously, subconsciously you kind of are, excuse me, that's the truth. You're either aware of this or you see too much of it or you've seen your friends, family, whomever go through it. So what's blocking you is literally a fear of commitment that maybe you are not acknowledging as a fear of commitment right away. I think that's why I had to give you my example because for me it was definitely fear of commitment. I couldn't get a guy to last more than a week and then it became a year and now I think the cap is like 2 years. I've never been in a relationship for more than a year. Been in situationships for more than 2 years, that's for sure. And the Empress reversed. One way to fix this, though, is to tap into your feminine energy and allow yourself to be loved, not just by people or individuals, but by everybody. Allow yourself to be loved in a way that the world accepts you, because once you feel that the world accepts you, like your friends, strangers, pets, children, animals, once you feel that love within yourself, I feel like this helps eradicate a lot of those insecurities, as well as a lot of the idea that love itself is a burden. Or relationships themselves are a burden. And back of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. You also have a lot of choices. The Seven of Cups can be a card of like many people wanting to be with you. You're going to be able to pick and choose who you want to be with, which I think is better than just going along with the first person who shows up and says, hey, I want to date you. I know people have done that. They just kind of hung out and then somebody came up and it's like, hey, I want to go out with you. And they're like, okay. And they stayed with them for years. Some of them got married. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that works. For some people, it does work. And for other people, I don't know if they're actually happy or if they're just going along with it. But you're going to have your pick and choose of who you get to be with. Not only that, but you're due for a very exciting kind of love life at some point. Maybe when you're a little bit older. Like maybe you don't really come into yourself until you're like a late bloomer. Like I'm getting... What's the word? I don't want to say cougar. I don't like using that word because I've been accused of being that. I'm only 35, but whatever. But it's giving that. Like you age like fine wine, but you also become more comfortable in your skin and more confident. So therefore you might have like your first relationship much later in life, but it's also going to be something much more worthwhile. So that's what I'm getting here, Gentle 21. I hope that helps. I also don't know how old you are. So I said cougar because I'm assuming... It's my bias. Like I said, I'm 35, but I'm always imagined that I'm going to get married at like 50. But yeah, that's what I have. Oh, you're welcome. All right. So, hey. Oh, okay. Hi, Pro Blue. It's been a minute. Let's see. Where are we at? Michelle, how many people do we have on the list? Can you make like a little list? I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next question because I think I'm gonna cut it off at 30 minutes. So once we hit that 30-minute mark on the live, I'm probably just gonna cut off questions. Let's see. Next question. This is for Steffi MW. Another Stephanie. Hi. Anything to expect this weekend or any job prospects? Okay, let's just go with this weekend. This weekend is important because it's a New Year weekend. Oh, the double popped up. No. What is that supposed to mean? That could be a fun time or like a fun time. You know? We have 11. Okay, cool. I mean, the double is also Capricorn. Sometimes I just take it to mean Capricorn season, which we are now in. Happy Capricorn season, by the way. I love Capricorn season. All right, so for Steph, what is happening this weekend? We got the Two of Pentacles. I heard payday or a bonus or something like that. I know in some countries, what is Boxing Day? I'm hearing that. Something similar to that. I know some countries participate in that, or you could spend more money this weekend because everything's on sale post-holiday season. We also have the Page of Swords. Somebody's going to hit you up to go do something. We have the Five of Pentacles. I am seeing not having enough money to do something. So even though, yes, you have money, it's like there's something about being able to afford something. I don't know if it's like a party you're trying to go to or like a bar where like the drinks are too expensive. Something like that. Or even just shopping. We have the King of Wands, but somebody spots you. Somebody may end up paying for your stuff. Ooh, I like that. So yeah, let's say you're going out to a bar. Somebody may like send you drinks or something. Somebody who's feeling really generous. We also have the Eight of Swords. However, don't feel like you're obliged to do or say anything. Like there might be something weird about that. I know I'm always weird about people paying for my stuff. Like I'm not big into it. I make my own, buy my own diamonds and buy my own rings. What's the song by Destiny's Child? Oof, I love that song. Let's see. And the Knight of Swords. But you will keep in contact with them. So what I'm seeing is that if it's not about money, it could be like you're in a pinch and somebody helps you out and you kind of feel weird about it. So you just kind of like follow each other on your socials or maybe exchange numbers or something. It's like, hey, let me, I'll get you back or something like that. I don't know if you know that you do know this person. This person is going to be somebody you know. It could be like a friend of a friend or somebody that you see frequently somewhere where you go. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit of that. Like you're gonna feel like you owe somebody something, but I feel like it just begins a friendship or a connection. Yeah, the Fool. And this could be a cool, awesome journey. Like they may introduce you to people, you may end up knowing more about them. Temperance. They're gonna provide something that you need, like maybe information or like a connection or something like that. So yeah, I'm seeing fun times this weekend, should you decide to go out this weekend. So I hope that helps, Steph. Okay, the next question is Sunshine Pattern. Hi, Squish Bish. I love your name. I love that username. Okay, so Sunshine Pattern. When will you see G again, timing-wise? Oh, I'm glad you asked, because I got my Say When Oracle deck. I knew someone was going to ask me about timing, so I had this out. So, G. You know what song I'm thinking of? By Girls' Generation. What is that song about? Love is timing. Cute. But I'm hearing G, 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 baby, baby. When are you going to see G again? October. Connoisseur, artistic, intellectual, balance, harmony, grace. It says Libra. I don't think it's going to be as like far away as October, unless you know for sure that like you live far apart and that, I mean, it could be October or maybe that was the last time you saw them. We have autumn, maturity, growth, harvesting, abundance. Geez, maybe it is October, especially if where you live, October is fall. He's a Libra. Oh, okay, cool. So he is a Libra. Let's get timing wise. We have the 19th, close to reaching goal, phase coming to a close, listen to your heart, new career. There's something about something closing out. I keep hearing that. So it could be October 19th. It could be the 19th of any month, or the fall season. I know in the southern hemisphere, fall is the opposite of us because I'm in the northern hemisphere. So it could be something like that. But I'm getting like something is closing out. He's closing up a chapter. He's closing up something. He could be with new career. He could be closing out a career or like learning something and stepping into a new career. It's a transition phase that you're going to see him. We also have 25, change, big decisions, new sense of self, sadness, difficulty in adapting, and heartbroken. I'm getting the sense he's going to reach out when he's not feeling great because he's going to want like comfort and assurance. He's going to be starting something new for sure. He's in new energy, new spaces because he's closing something out and beginning something. And you know, when you're like in between those feelings, like sometimes you feel unsure. That's what I'm getting. Like I would get that whenever I would go into a new grade, like whenever school started, and I would just be so, I'd be like, what am I doing? I'd be terrified. So I'm getting something similar for him. So that's what I'm getting. The 19th through the 25th. Right now we're on the 22nd. This could be this month or next month. You might hear from him on Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas. And the 22nd. Wow, 22nd. Yeah, see, he's waiting to finish a project and he's wanting to change jobs. He could do it between his changing of jobs. Maybe he'll have more time. We also have the 22nd. So I'm not saying you might hear from him today, but you know, we have precision, balance, ambitious, confident, disciplined, pragmatic, intuitive, emotional, and dependable. And then we have 10 coming out again, which makes me think of October. So, yeah, I feel like when will you see him in person? Gosh, I don't want to say it's October, but he might surprise you, is what I'm getting. I don't know, it's just, his energy feels like he's just wrapped up in something, or like lonely, or like unsure, which makes sense because Libra men tend to feel that way when they're not surrounded by their friends or people that they know. But this is what I'm getting. I hope this helps, sunshine. All right, so Michelle, go ahead and close it down at 32. Oh, hi, Chrissy. Chrissy, just ask your question. You'll be my last question. If you want something more than just a few minute reading, my personalized readings are in the description, either below or in the little dots up here. Okay, so Deva House and then Chrissy. Those are my last ones. So after this, we are closing it down. All right, so next question is C. Colette. Wanting to apologize to someone, but you're afraid. So you've been wanting to apologize to someone, but you're afraid of how they'll take it. So you want to know, should you apologize to somebody or not? Aww. I'm feeling that energy because I had to do this the other day. I'm the kind of person who will apologize when there's nothing that I need to apologize for, because I know I can be very intense. And I don't know if that's the same case here with you. Like, I'm wondering if you just feel the guilt and that's why you want to apologize. But let's go ahead and ask, get cards for your questions. Should you apologize? Do we? Is that a woman's thing? I think so. I think it's how we have been trained to, like, I don't want to say it's gaslighting ourselves, but we're just taught to be apologetic for no reason. But in my case, I just know I'm intense. Like, people have said I'm a very intense person, and I look mad, and I have, like, the biggest resting bitch face. Or I can be harsh, so for me, that's softening myself up. I don't think it's because I'm a woman. Now that makes me want to apologize even less now. It's like, well, dang, maybe I shouldn't apologize. Okay, so should you apologize? We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. The Queen of Wands reversed. The Queen of Wands reversed is having to be very humble. This is like having to step out of your pride. And I feel like, I think there is a sense of guilt here for you, because I actually don't know if you did anything wrong. I don't feel like you did. Let's see. You're afraid of how they'll take it. It's more like you want to make something better between you and this person. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, because there's a little bit of a people-pleasing energy to you. It's actually not a bad thing. I feel like, and this is the thing about people who are very secure about themselves. They don't ever feel a need to apologize. But here I'm getting the sense that, yeah, I'm getting the sense that you just want to soften things. It's not even because... It's weird because I'm trying to see what you're trying to apologize about, but it's more like you putting in effort and having to step off of your, or step down from your throne. I'm getting that scene in, where was it? Star Wars Episode 1, where Padme Amidala, like, first of all, she makes herself known. It's like, that's not actually me, that's my decoy. This is me, Padme. And I'm asking you, I'm begging you to help me. So she kneels before the king of the whoever it was. I'm getting that. Like, she didn't need to do that. She's a queen. She can do whatever the F she wants. And here it's like, if you want to do it because you feel like doing it, that's okay. If you're doing it to people please him, to appease him, I think you need to question that. Because the Three of Swords is coming through here with a heartbreak. Now, who's heartbroken? Him or you? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let me get your person. Okay, your person. They weren't in... Don't make it sound like... I don't think they're taking it personally because they were, like, reluctant to invest. They're not wanting to invest. Does that make sense? It's like, well, I'm not heartbroken anyway because I didn't really care. Are they though? I kind of want to know. Is that really how they feel? But that's how it looks like it's coming off. Actually, they did care because the Two of Pentacles is upright. And you're both this way. This is the weird thing. Don't be surprised if you find a little bit of yourself in this, because if you had turned this around, let's say they were the one who insulted you, and they would want you to, or would they want to apologize to you? It's weird. I'm getting this energy. And the fact that I'm being shown a particular scenario that I had to go through recently, where I apologized just for the sake of it, because it was a very new connection and I didn't know how our energies were blending. It's like, let me just go ahead and apologize, even though I didn't really do anything wrong. We have the Four of Pentacles. He would appreciate it. He'd be fine with it. I feel like he doesn't expect an apology from you. He's not really expecting anything from you. The Star. But it is a positive thing. A positive thing. However, I would also... How do I say this? How do I say this? Six of Cups. Yeah. Go ahead and apologize, not because you need to, but because you want to clear the air. Because you want it to be good between the both of you. So yes, not because there needs to be an apology, nor do I think he wants one, nor do I think he took it personally. It's more like it's just trying to be nice, you know, trying to be friendly, trying to be nice. Out of respect, out of courtesy, out of showing that you don't think you're above anybody. It's like, hey, we're on the same page. I'm just apologizing, even though you don't need to. So yes, apologize. I think he'll appreciate it. Not only that, but things will be on better terms. So I hope that made sense. This one kind of triggered me because this literally happened to me like last week. So I hope that helped. C Collective, I hope that helped. Yeah, we closed the list a few minutes ago. I usually cut it off at around 30 minutes. Also, you guys were on it today. Like, before I even came on, there were like 5 questions. I was like, oh my God. I was telling Michelle about it. Okay, next question. Fabi, does the Libra have serious intentions towards you? Does he want a serious relationship? Okay, so does this Libra person, I almost said Libra man, I don't know if they're a man, but does this Libra have any serious intentions? Let's just see what the intentions are. Yeah, sorry, Latoya. Oh, thank you, C Collective. Okay, Fabi. Does the Libra have any serious intent? Lots of Libras here today. Who's had any dealings with the Libra? I was in a relationship with one. That was about it. Which is funny because I usually hate Libra. I usually can't with them. Oh, thank you. Chrissy, I'm not sure. I know there were 11 when you asked your question. All right, so Libra. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay, they're very curious. They want to get to know you. Libras are very social. You have to remember that. Not all of them. Not all of them. Because I know some very unsocial Libras. But this one is very curious. They want to get to know you. They want to spark up conversation. They like interesting people. Queen of Pentacles reversed. I don't feel like they want anything serious, but they want friendship. Because I see their intentions as very pure. Like, it's not like they're not trying to get a one-night stand. They're not trying to, one and done. They're not doing anything nefarious. They literally just want to get to know you. But I don't think they want anything serious. So maybe a good time, maybe a few dates. Ooh, a Knight of Pentacles. But they want to see, they're trying to feel things out. So they're not like a player or anything. Or if they are, they're very flirtatious. Libras are very flirtatious, so that doesn't surprise me. So I think they want to be your friend, but they don't want anything commitment-wise. They might just want to like take you out, go out and do stuff, have fun. Excuse me, that's the truth. You're on an air sign free diet. Squishfish, I wish I could say that, but I'm so compatible with them. I don't know how. Not astrologically, but I get along with them. Let's see. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they don't want anything serious, but they do want to be your friend. They do want to get to know you. They do want to know you for some time. And maybe after some time, they might grow to know you. But this is what I'm getting from your Libra, Fabi. And King of Wands. Ooh, why the King of Wands? You make them feel good about themselves. Like when they get to know people, when they go out and have fun, when they're on dates, casual dates, it just like it brings a sense of confidence to them. And I feel like you could learn from that. Like you don't have to need anything serious with somebody just to have fun with them. It's a confidence boost for them. And I feel like it could be a confidence boost for you too. However, I do see that they want to be friends. They could go back and forth. I'll be honest. They could go back and forth. But do they want anything serious? Not yet. Not yet. But their intentions are pure. Not only that, but it actually takes them a long time to make up their mind about anything. I'm seeing the number 8. So it could take up to like 8 weeks, 8 months, depending on what is too long for you. Or the 8th of any month could be important, and the Wheel of Fortune. They just want to see where things go. Remember, Libras are indecisive. So do they want anything serious? Not yet. If you were to ask them, not yet. If you were to talk about it, they might give it a shot. Yeah, I think you have to be honest with them about what you want as well. But if you're willing to just feel things out, then this is fine as well. So I hope that helped, Bobby, with your Libra. You have an Aquarius moon. I was just talking about, I love Aquarius moons. The most people that I get along with are Aquarius and Capricorn moons. And Scorpio moons, but oh my God. I can only stand a Scorpio moon like one day out of the week, but it's fun. All right. Oh, you're welcome, puppy. All right. Let's see. Next question is Laureen. Laureen. Asher Margaret. So Laureen or Margaret? I like the name Laureen. What will happen between you and the guy you are talking to when you meet next time? You were at a distance, had a fallout, back in contact. All right, so what's going to happen between you and the guy you're talking to? This one's interesting. All right, so next time you meet up with him, we have the 8 of Swords. You're going to be a little not sure how to feel about it. You could be a little awkward at first. I feel like there's things that need to be cleared. Like there's things you're not talking about, or you could be skirting around a certain topic or theme or discussion. It's like you're going to meet up and you're going to be avoiding a conversation or avoiding a certain topic. So it's giving a little awkward, just a little bit. We have the Page of Swords. You're going to need to talk about it because it's going to be the elephant in the room. It's going to cause tension. It's going to make things awkward. And the sooner you get it out, the better. Even if it's not going to be an eloquent conversation. It's not going to be an easy conversation. But the Page of Swords at least tries, you know? Sorry, my back got itchy when I said that. Why is that? We have the Six of Pentacles. Things need to be balanced. I don't know if when you had the fallout, if it was in person, like, I don't know if you spoke face to face or if it was online, or because sometimes when all you do is text, a lot can be lost in the what's it called, the subtext. Like, you don't understand, like, you may not know that someone's being sarcastic, or you may not be able to read their body language, and that's why I don't like talking just text to text, because that's just, it's too much. We have phones, we have video chat, like, what, why are we still texting? We have the Ten of Swords. It's going to bring this up, and it's honestly going to put you guys in a weird mood, but I feel like you need to talk about it in person, because it's not fair that you only spoke about it during texting. And he's going to be slow to react. He's just going to want you to do most of the talking, because I see him being a little reserved. It's not that he shuts down, it's just that he goes into, like, I heard hermit mode. It's going to feel like he's, like, withdrawing. He's not withdrawing. He's just thinking. I think this is why he doesn't like to talk face to face, because when he has to take time to process what is being said. Like, 3 to 5 business days. Knight of Pentacles is very slow to react, slow to talk, slow for everything. Is he? What sign is he? We also have the Four of Cups and the Six of Swords. So I do feel like you're at the very least, I heard retracting what you said, or you could be making things clear. You're going to feel better about it, but it's going to be awkward at first. I think more so on his part than yours. And the Queen of Swords. Sorry, the Queen of Wands. I've been calling the Queen of Wands the Queen of Swords this whole time. I don't know why that is. So I feel like it's gonna... It's not gonna kill the vibe. It's more like you're gonna be second guessing yourself. It's not that you're low in confidence. It's just like you don't know how to... You won't know what to say, what not to say. It's making you feel like you have to walk on eggshells when it comes to communicating about something. 3 of Swords. So yeah, it's going to be a conversation that's difficult to have, but you have to have it. And back of the deck, we have the 3 of Cups. Also make sure there's no other people around it. I feel like if you bring other people into the situation, or your friends are around, it's going to be even more awkward. I don't know why that is, so make sure you find a time to be alone somewhere. Because this is what I'm getting. It's a conversation that needs to be had. And either way, like, there was no way around it. Like, if you're going to meet up in person, you're going to have to talk about it. If you're back in contact together, you're going to have to talk about it. Like, there's just no way around it, just to clear the air, to clarify things. And then the Lovers. But you will make up. Like, you will be on better terms. I feel like you both want to be, but I feel like this is just one big hiccup or one big conversation that needs to be had. So I hope that helps, Lorraine. I'm sending you so much love regarding that and your person. Yeah, electronic communication is a lot. I remember meeting somebody online, and online they were a completely different person from when I met them in person, because I met them at a convention, at a con, and night and day, night and day. Online, they're super nice. They came off as charismatic, as wonderful, as sweet and loving. In person, standoffish. And I was like, who is this? Like, I felt so awkward, even though online we talk all the time, like every day about everything. So it was just so weird. I couldn't. Oh, it's okay, Lorraine. It's okay. Oh, timing. Timing. I had 6 a few times, so the 6th of next month could be important, or maybe the 26th of this month. King of Cups. He's going to be in his feelings, by the way. Sorry, I'm trying to pick a number. Yeah, there it is, the 7th. So 6th or 7th of next month, or 26th, 27th of this month. Sorry, noobs, we closed questions already. Let's see. Who is my next? Okay, next is Gen Z, or Gen Z? Gen Z 13. You're possibly moving in with another relative. What is your spirit guide's advice to this? Oh, that's a good one. Moving in with a different relative, another relative. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. I mean, I hope I'm not too accurate about that one. I hope it's a lot more smooth. I mean, you can ask the universe to make things go easy and to make things, you know, not so awkward, not so tense. to bring love to a situation, bring love and peace. Hi, Jency. All right, so we have, oh, okay, the Nine of Swords reversed and the Sun. I think it's gonna go well. It's gonna go better than you believe. I think you do have your hesitations and reservations about moving in with a relative, but I feel like they're gonna try to really make you feel at home. The Sun is like, you know, warm, sunny. We have the Ten of Pentacles. It's gonna save you a lot on money as well, especially if you're splitting bills or if they're not charging you much. The Two of Cups. This is actually really positive. Whoever you're moving in with, I think it's going to be a really positive thing. I don't know if you already know who you're moving in with, but it's going to be something wonderful. Because I feel like I'm kind of getting like, I don't know if this is what's happening, but like, you know, when like an aunt or uncle or like a grandmother, they invite somebody in to live with them and they just want to make everything so wonderful and nice. I'm kind of getting that. It's really positive. We also have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, but I don't think you're going to be living there for too long. You might end up finding something better, or you might have to move for other reasons. So I don't see you staying there more than a year. Nine of Pentacles. But yeah, it's going to be something really positive, something really wonderful. Yeah, they're going to, yeah, that's what I was getting. Like aunt and uncle don't want to make your life very easy. I don't know if it's been a while since they've had anybody live with them, or they just want, you know, it's like they want to make you feel welcome. They want to make you feel really comfortable. The Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. I do feel like you're going to learn about somebody's bad habit though. I don't know if it's them. It's not them. It's somebody related to them. I don't know if you have a cousin or maybe like a deep family secret that you may learn about. It's not something that's going to affect you deeply, but it's going to be surprising to learn that what you learn about your family. I hope that makes sense. But it's going to be something very positive. Not only that, but they're going to want to be there for you, even if you don't end up staying there long term. I don't see you staying there for more than either 10 to 19 months. So less than 2 years. But I do feel like it's going to be very nice. Like it's going to be nice to have them there. And it's going to be easier than you thought. Like I mean, all these pentacles, Nine of Swords reversed. It's like you were worried about nothing. The World. Interesting. You may learn something about somebody's birth. Like maybe you're going to hear a lot of family stories or stuff like that. It's kind of sweet. Because you're going to learn a lot about things that maybe your parents didn't tell you, or that's like a family secret. You're going to learn stuff. And I think that's going to be worth its weight in whatever you end up. Ace of Swords. It's also going to give you a new idea. Like you might just learn new things. Like I keep hearing family secrets being spilled or things being said. Because when you live with people, you start talking to them before you know it. You know all the family gossip, all the family tea. Yeah, I don't see that. They're actually going to be very stabilizing. All those pentacle cards, very stabilizing energy. Earth energy is grounded energy. It's stabilizing. That said, I think they may talk about the chaotic stuff. Maybe they're going to explain to you why certain things have happened to your life in your life the way they happened. They're just going to tell you a bunch of stuff and you're going to be like, that makes sense. Oh, you told me they did that. Like, you know, I just see that, but it's going to be something positive. And at the very least, it's going to save you money or resources or time. But like I said, you're not going to stay there very long. You might have to move for other reasons. And I don't think they're not going to kick you out either. Like, I don't see them doing that to you because I see them being very warm and inviting. Even the energy I'm picking up on right now feels like a warm, cozy house, which is really sweet. So yeah, it's going to be something positive, Gen Z. So I hope that helped. All right. On to the next question. Adina Sparks. Okay, so how would is it Rogers react if you contacted him, you want to send him a pic of a place, and he is your ex. All right, so you're welcome. So how would he react if you sent him a picture from your past? How would your ex react? Oh, hi, hello. We have the Six of Cups. Positively, you're going to make him nostalgic for sure. I feel like you're going to end up talking about it. Um, like for sure he's going to, I mean, how can he not respond? You said it's a restaurant? He might end up talking about that. Or no, you said it's a place. A place. I don't know why I thought it's a restaurant. Oh, okay. That card fell on the floor. The World. There is something about closing out a chapter or even closure that you may be getting here. Hi Sharon, we closed. Hi everybody. So we closed free readings a while ago. I'm just answering all the ones that are left. But yeah, Writers is gonna, it's gonna be closure about something in your relationship for sure. You are gonna take a trip down memory lane. We have the Nine of Pentacles, but I feel like he's open like to hanging out or to wanting to be friends. Because the Nine of Pentacles is seeing you be successful or seeing you happy on your own. We have the Queen of Swords. That said, he is going to question your motives, which is fair. Like, you know, when an ex shows up in your DMs and they're wanting to talk about anything, I feel like you question motives. It's nothing. It's not that he doesn't trust you. It's just behind any one of those kinds of interactions, you're like, all right, what's going on here? We have the Ace of Pentacles. I don't think he wants to start up anything. I don't think like he wants to, I feel like it's just going to be like a friendly chat. It's like talking to a friend that you haven't spoken to in a long time. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I don't think he wants anything. And that's not to say that he doesn't like you. I feel like if you wanted to be friends, you could remain friends. And Knight of Swords. And he is willing to talk. Like, he is willing to talk. He is willing to be a friend. He's holding you at an arm's length, though. I hope you understand that. Like, if you're coming in with romantic intentions, it's not going to happen. But he is happy to talk about it. Back of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. I wonder if he's either already seeing somebody else or if he has somebody else on his mind. Yeah, because it's interesting that the Knight of Cups is reversed, the Three of Pentacles is reversed, and the Page of Pentacles. Sorry, the Page of Cups is here. I think he's already onto somebody new. So, yeah, he's not interested romantically, but he is happy to be a friend. That's what I'm getting. And I do feel like there's somebody else here as well that he's not talking about or he will deny until, you know, something becomes solid. But he is holding you at a distance. So that's what I'm seeing. Like, yeah, send it, but don't expect anything. Don't expect him to come back around. And I feel like he's happy being a friend, but nothing more. Very strong boundaries that he is putting up there. So I hope this helps. Yeah, I'm sorry, Adina, but that's what I'm seeing. But hey, he's an ex for a reason, right? Yeah, and I guess depending on how long it's been. Like, it's been long enough that he's okay with it, but at the same time, I don't think he wants to get back because there is somebody else. Or has interest in somebody else. Hi, Dania. We closed free questions a while ago. Michelle, where are you? Sorry, my sister's slacking today. We closed questions about like 28 minutes ago. You're welcome. All right, so next is Lala Slur. Oh, I'm just gonna call you Lala. When is your next glow up? What is your next glow up? Yeah, Michelle, where you been? You're supposed to tell people that we closed questions. All right, so Miss Lala, what's next? What's your next glow up? We have the Two of Swords. Ooh, and Death. Oh, your next glow up's gonna be heard around the world. First of all, you're going to be speaking differently or not speaking at all. I'm getting a sense of mystery. So you're going to be more reserved. You're going to be more to yourself. Your voice could change or the way you speak could be different. Because the Two of Swords is like not speaking. You're going to give off this air of mystery. It's almost like if you're in a new environment or a new place, you may not talk a lot. And you're okay with that. You're like, I don't need to talk a lot. You know? Death is like Scorpio. It's also massive transformation. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles. And you know what? I feel like there is like a little bit of a broken-hearted energy here. And that's the reason as to why you go through this glow up. Believe it or not, because of whatever you've gone through in the past, which I won't get into, we're talking about your physical appearance. It's kind of made you more reserved and it's made you sober up a little bit, quote, quote. But people are liking this because it feels like a maturation. It's like, let's say somebody did something to you in the past. Now it's like, okay, I'm not going to deal with anybody. I'm not going to bother with anybody. However, that energy people like. It's like, oh wow, she just keeps to herself. She doesn't need external validation. She doesn't need anybody talking to her. She is cool. She is fine. So that's what I'm getting for you, Lala. Also, a card fell on the floor. Your next glow up is also your work ethic. You're going to be working hard. You're going to be working hard. You're going to look good on resumes. You're going to look good to your bosses. If you have a job where you need to impress somebody, I feel like you're going to be looking great. And then temperance. This is sobering up. I'm not saying that there was anything wrong with you before, but this is like everything is imbalanced. Maybe in the past you gave too much of yourself, did too much, you let people step all over you, invade your boundaries. You're not doing that anymore. You're setting boundaries and it's looking good on you. And the King of Wands. This is you stepping back into your control and it's looking amazing on you. This is like, even if you're a woman here, this is like stepping into your masculine energy and it looks good on you because you're taking back control of your life. It's also a little bit more serious, but I feel like people like this. Why is this one card reversed? Or not reversed, upside down. Justice. King of Swords reversed. You're not talking and it's and I'm not saying people like it when you're not talking. It's more like you only speak when you need to speak. And that means people are going to take what you have to say more seriously. So I hope that helped. That is your next glow up. And yeah, that was an interesting glow up for sure. Let's see. Next question. Sorry, I lost my list. It happens. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. There we go. Okay. Okay, next is it Maka? Maka? J6565. You'd love to reading on the next positive thing you can look forward to. It's been a few months. It's been a rough year. It has been a rough year. Like, I don't know what happened in 2025. I know it's a year 9, so we're closing out cycles, but I didn't expect those cycles to hit us on the way out. Like, dang. So, something positive for Maka. Maka. Something positive. Okay, the world. Yeah, something is closing out. What did I say? It was a year of closing things out. The reason why it was so difficult, it's like, you know, when you're working on a project, especially like in school, and you're in the last leg of it or running a marathon or something, and it's like the last length that you have to go is sometimes the hardest. That's why, because it's like we're accelerating everything that you needed to learn, everything that you needed to close out, all within the span of a few months in your case, or even a year, because everything has to speed up because we're moving into new energy. So it felt a little bit much. Like when you're at the gym and you're on your the last set of whatever you're doing, it's gonna feel hard because you've been over stressing something. So that's why you're closing out something for good. We have the Hierophant reversed. It's kind of like you're not gonna have to need to learn the karmic lesson anymore. We have the Emperor. You're stepping back into your power. You're taking back control of something. So the next positive thing is that you're closing out something and you're taking back control. No ifs, ands, or buts. Oh, geez. I'm so sorry, Maka. I'm so sorry. But you're taking back control over your life because after all of this, it feels like life has been kind of shaking you around because there's this need to feel control again after all the things that have happened that you can't really control. We have the 5 of Wands. It's like you don't want to fight it anymore. You don't want to have to even think. So you're closing out something. And 6 of Cups. There's going to be messages from the past that are going to come through. I see you opening up very spiritually to this, even if you're not typically the most spiritual person, or even things that you didn't believe in before, you might start to believe, which I don't always see with people who have loved ones that have passed on. I know somebody whose son passed away, and it's funny because I asked him about the afterlife. He said he didn't believe in anything, and I'm like, but you have a son, and me being very spiritual, I tap into the other side. His son wishes he would, but I can't just, well, one, I can't just talk about that to anybody without warning first. And I kind of get this feeling. I see you opening up to something, opening up your heart. Your heart is opening up to a lot of what you didn't feel. So this next year, I'm not gonna say it's it is easy, but it's not. You're gonna be experiencing things differently in a way that makes more sense to you, if that makes any sense. Yeah, we're sending you so much love, Maka. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I see somebody being by your side. This could be a friend, this could be family, but I see you being very steadfast, very strong. And the King of Wands. I see you regaining back control over yourself and over your life. Maybe not what happens in your life, but definitely how you handle life and what it throws at you. Back of the deck, we have the Tower. Yeah, because it feels like this entire year has been a Tower moment. And the Seven of Swords is like truths being revealed, or no longer being able to keep quiet about the things that people tell you to be quiet about. Because a lot of us were not meant to be. People like it when we don't say anything because it keeps them comfortable. We're not here to keep everybody comfortable. Interesting, I'm seeing the number 7 up there. There's 7 people watching this, and we have the 7 of Swords. So all the people who felt uncomfortable with the things I had to say, I think they went away. But you're going to realize that the people who stick around are going to be people who are comfortable with the most raw and, I almost wanted to say unhinged, but the most unfiltered part of you. Because you're going to be very real with people. Yeah, the moon reverse, this is secrets coming to the surface about how you feel, regardless of whether it's a difficult emotion or an easy emotion. If you're not already in therapy, I do recommend it, or at least having a friend who's able to hear you, because sometimes the things we feel, the things we think are not easy to tolerate, to understand, or to even feel themselves. It's like, yeah, it's a complicated emotion, but it's an emotion I have, and I feel like you're going to make peace with that. That is one way of regaining control over yourself and over your life. You have the 4 of Pentacles. You're releasing something. You've been holding on to something, and you're going to release it finally. And this is one way you release the heartache. This is one way you release the pain. And the Queen of Wands reversed, because I feel like you're getting back control over things. And I promise it's going to get lighter. It's going to get lighter. And the Fool. And this is a whole new journey. But, yeah, this is what I have for you, Maka. But the new positive thing, you're going to regain a sense of control and a way of releasing what you feel, whether it's just talking to a friend, professional help, or even just writing things out or creating that into some form of art. But I hope this helps. I'm sending you so much love. And I hope you have the most beautiful 2026. I really do. Oh, you're welcome. Sorry, I'm just sitting here sending you love because I feel like you need it a lot right now. Before I move on to the next question. You're going to be surrounded by a lot of love. A lot of love. And you're going to feel it, because I feel like you haven't felt it in a while, because you've been closed off to it. But it's not going to be love how you expect. I feel like it's like a different dimension of love. All right. Thank you, Maka. No, thank you. All right. So the next question, Miss Leo Witch. Will you see each other this week? You, Lara, and Franco. All right, Miss Leo Witch, are you, Lara, and Franco gonna see each other? Yes, love is the answer. From Argentina. Oh, wow. I almost went to Argentina this past year, but then stuff happened and then I couldn't go. And then I ended up in Iceland instead. Oh, for my own sake. Okay, so you, Lara, and Franco. All right, so I'm being told to pick a card for everybody. This is Lara. Lara doesn't... oh, okay. Lara is not saying everything. Lara's kind of keeping quiet. I don't know why. Franco. Franco is... he's also reserved. He's being a little stubborn. He's being a little stubborn. What is up with the three of you? And then you. You have the magician. You make the... okay, so I feel like you want to do something and they're kind of like not in it. So I'm sensing that right away. Oh, you're Lara. Okay. Okay, this makes more sense. So you're not saying everything and he's being stubborn, but I do feel like you both want to do something. Sorry. I thought it was three people. But I feel like... so let me get the magician. The magician... it's like you both want something. You know when you go out with your friends, it's like, where should we go? It's like, I don't know, where do you want to go? I don't know, where do you want to go? But you know that you both want to go out. That's what I'm getting. Like you both want to do something, but you don't know what you want to do. So you go out and you try to feel, like you try to feel what you want to do. Because I feel like you could do anything. Let's see. You're not going to talk a lot. Like, I don't know what happened, but I see you kind of being quiet or reserved, or maybe you're just tired of conversating, or you're just like, I'm not talking. And he's kind of like, really wants to do something, but he doesn't want to do something. It's weird. It's like you're both kind of like, will he come to your city? I feel like he will, but he's going to be weird about it. Yes, he's going to surprise you, but it's going to be a little awkward. Or you may like, you're going to be like, why didn't you tell me you were coming? Or why didn't, it's like, we could have made plans. What are we going to do? Where are we going? So yes, it's happening. But there's like a lot of, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your situation, but it's kind of like, it's cute because it's like two people who want to be around each other and they want to have fun and be happy, but they don't know how. And I feel like, it would just be easier if you cooperated. For whatever reason, you're not cooperating or even on like the same terms, which is cute. But like I said, like, yes, he's going to come out and see you. Oh, okay. Well, the chariot. Yeah, he's going to be like on his way there, but he doesn't think twice about it. Like he doesn't make a plan. He doesn't have anything, you know, he may not even have like, you know, if he's visiting you from far away, he may not even have his toothbrush or whatever. It's like, he's not ready, but he's there. Because he knows that you want him to be there, but he doesn't know what else to do. So he doesn't think far enough ahead. Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting for you, Leo Witch. So will he see you? Yes. Will it be a little awkward? Yeah. I think it's going to end well. Yeah, I just feel like you have to be more spontaneous about it because you're both going to be like, you're going to wish he said something sooner. He didn't think far enough ahead. But yeah, he's going to see you. It's going to be a little bit much. So I hope that helped, Leo Witch. I'm also getting, he's trying. You know, he's trying. Be nice to him. He's trying. And for you, I know you want him to have more of a plan, but you might have to have a plan. Maybe have a backup plan just in case. Because I feel like it's going to happen. You're manifesting it. He wants to be there, but he doesn't think far. I keep hearing that he doesn't prepare. Why doesn't he prepare? So yes. Communication can also be all over the place is what I'm hearing. So yeah. You're welcome. Okay, next is it K-Moors? K-Moors, K-E-I-M-U-R-Z. Who are you destined to be with? You'd like to know who you're destined to be with? I'm assuming long-term. Destined to be with long-term marriage material. Yeah, let's tap into that. Because you're destined to be with a few people, but I'm going to get that. Getting that. Sorry. I just love everybody who tuned in today. I love your energy. It's really fun. Also, K Morris, whoever you're meant to be with, you're gonna have a lot of fun with them. The era male. No wonder. Because your energy reminded me of somebody that I know. I'm curious when your birthday is. I'm wondering if we have the same sign. Who are you destined to be with? Okay, we have the King of Wands. Somebody who's large and in charge, somebody who's got like a very charismatic personality, somebody who is like, they walk into a room and everybody knows they're there. Like there's sunshine, they're bright. Oh, that's why you're of that generation. Yeah, so year of the cat. Scorpio? No. You're on the Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. But this person, they're really smart, but they don't show it. They can be a little tricksy, a little they don't show all their cards right away. I'm getting a little bit like aloof or detached, but they're very they have a very great sense of personality. We also have the Five of Wands. This person, when they fight, they don't look like they're fighting. This person, when they I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm getting this. It's just like you wouldn't know that they're mad at you until it's too late. So I feel like you're gonna have like they're gonna keep you on your toes for sure. Like this person, I don't know if you're into the chaotic types. This person feels just slightly chaotic, slightly. But I feel like that's why you keep coming back for more. Like they intrigue you. Ace of Pentacles reversed. And it's gonna start off either very casual or as friends. Ten of Wands. My goodness. K Moores, do you like having to be somebody because what I'm getting is, don't take this the wrong way, I feel like you like that you have to work for their love, or you kind of like that they make you work for it because it's fun. Like you like the puzzle. This person, it's like they set puzzles out for you, or they give you clues about what they want and you try to figure it out, but you like this. So yeah, this is somebody you're destined to be with long term. And there's definitely like a three of swords. You do end up breaking up at first, or like maybe it's a bit too much, like whatever you both have. It's like you get together and at first the mind games are a little bit fun, but then it gets a little bit too out of control, or you just get tired of it, or you kind of hope it becomes something more serious, because it looks like they're not wanting to commit, or they don't want to have to release any control, but it's like you have to come to a medium ground. Like at some point it's gonna end up being too much, so you end up breaking up and then you end up coming together. So that's what I'm getting. And then the Sun, yeah, it's like, and after that it's like, okay, let's be serious about this. I won't be mean, I won't make you work for it as much, and then you get together. So I'm getting a rocky start with this person, but you both like each other, so it works. Yeah, the High Priestess. Not only that, but there's something like divinely guided about this. When the High Priestess puts two people together, it's for a good reason. She's the ultimate matchmaker. When the High Priestess shows up in a love reading, she knows what she's doing. Even if to everybody else it makes no sense, even if by any other standards you're incompatible, like let's say your charts, your astrological charts, or even your background, the High Priestess shows up in a love reading, it's like, no, this is meant to be for a reason. And it's not even a karmic lesson. It's more like she sees things that nobody else sees. If she was my matchmaker, I'd listen to her 110%. So this is what I'm seeing. So at first the mind games are going to be fun, but then like it gets serious and then the healing starts, or you heal because it gets serious. Does that make sense? Kim Moores? And then back of the deck, we have the Hermit. This person could be a Virgo, which makes sense because they can be very bright and sunny, but they also play a little bit of mind games. Very detail oriented. They also love having to make people prove their worth through acts of service. So if you like to provide acts of service, they're gonna want you to prove that, but maybe they also do that to you. So again, I hope that made sense. That was a very interesting energy I read for sure. Michelle, what are you writing in my comments down here? For just $1 a stream, you can help a tarot reader stay off the streets. She's acting like I'm homeless. Not yet, but still. Oh, hi, Tammy. So, I do provide personalized readings. The description for that is in the dots up here or in the description below. I offer personalized readings as well as year ahead readings right now. That's my special promotion. So if you do want a reading, you can reach out. But right now, all my free readings are full for this stream. I'm just answering everything else. Not yet, Chrissy. Yours is the last one, so it's gonna be a little bit longer. Let me see where I'm at. I just answered. Who did I answer? K Moores. I just answered K Moores with that really interesting energy I picked up for them. Okay, next is Pearl Blue. Okay, Delulu checkpoint. Delulu check. Is he interested in you at all? You wanted to invite him to a concert, but you've only hung out in groups, in a group setting. Okay, in a group setting. Oh, hi. Okay, so you want to see if you can hang out. I've noticed that about certain people. They're only comfortable in group settings. That's a sun in the 11th house thing because I dated a lot of people like that. And it's like when they're by themselves, they don't know how to be. They don't know who to be. It's weird because I've literally dated one of the first boyfriends I had. He was like that. And he didn't like it when we were alone. He's like, I have to have somebody else there. And I'm like, how? Why? I don't want to talk to your cousin. I want to talk to you. Like, it was weird. Hopefully your person's not like that, but let's see, Pro Blue. Okay. Your moon is in the 11th. That makes sense. You're very detached from everything. But your moon is also in Taurus. Wait, how does that make sense? I thought you were Cancer. Oh, yeah, you are Cancer rising. That would make sense. That would make sense. Anyway. It's just surprising that you don't have more friends. I'm going to sneeze. That's the truth. Oh, bless me. Oh my God. That's the truth, Michelle. Okay, sorry. All right, so Z. Z, yes, I'm hearing he'd be happy to, or they would be happy to hang out in concert. I think they'd be happy to do so. Four of Wands. They actually have been wanting this. It's like they've been wanting to hang out outside of a group through a mutual friend. Yeah, I feel like they would like that to get to know you. Five of Wands. They don't like the chaos though. So even after the concert, they may still want to like do something one-on-one. Because I feel like they're actually similar. Well, I don't know how you are, but I feel like they actually don't like group settings. They'd actually be happy with that. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, because they want to be able to get to know you more. Why am I sneezing? They want to be able to get to know you more. Ooh, Nine of Cups. They've been manifesting this, actually. They would love it. They would like to get to know you outside of a group setting. I feel like even at the concert, they're going to be like a little weirded out because it's like, man, I just kind of wish you could be alone, even though they're going to enjoy that. So yes, this is a positive yes. And Ace of Coins reversed. I feel like they've been wanting to do something similar, or they've been wanting to see like if this could go elsewhere. So this is a good testing ground to see if like they would like to get to know you. More than that, Ace of Cups, yeah, because the interest is mutual. So yes, I'm hearing yes, they would like to go. They would like to invite, yeah, oh, him, yeah, to see a concert. Yeah, go ahead and do so. Yeah, I'm getting nothing but positive cards. Oh yeah, oh, that's funny. Yeah, I had a friend like that where we went to high school together, but we didn't hang out until way past college. I think we both graduated. And it was great. And he was like, well, it's about time we hung out. And I'm like, you didn't ask me to hang out either. Like, what are you talking about? So, yes, it's a positive yes. And I wish you all the best of luck with that, Pearl Blue. I hope you have fun. All right, next person. I think next is Gina Ella. Will you ever go back to the way it was? Will you and somebody else ever go back to the way it was? And if so, when? Aw, thank you, Michelle. Oh, between you and your husband. Okay, good. Penguin, sorry we closed readings a while ago. I'm just going through the list of everybody who asked within the first 30 minutes. It's taking me a while to get there, but here we are. Okay, so Gina, Ella, well, things go back to the way it was. We have the Six of Wands reversed. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands. I'm hearing that now that he knows how something is, he has a hard time seeing it differently. Does that make sense? It's like now that things have gone this way, he has a hard time seeing how things used to be because either a truth has been revealed, a side of the relationship has been revealed. It's going to be hard for him to go back to the way things were because he can't ignore it. It's like, you know, once something has been said, things can't really go back to the way they were. However, let's see if it can be repaired. Oh, thank you, Penguin. Yeah, you can tip me in the description below or up here in the description. It shows you where you can send payment. But yeah, he has a hard time seeing things how they were. We have the Eight of Cups. Right now, he's very detached. I think he needs to be alone with his thoughts because he's very detached. He's trying to like remove his, either he's not feeling his emotions or he's removing his emotions from this situation. You have the Three of Swords. He's heartbroken too. He's taking this a lot harder than he lets on if he's not already showing it. And the King of Swords reversed. Can I get clarification on that? He doesn't know what to say. Excuse me. He doesn't know what to say. He's also... He might be like focusing on work, drowning himself in work. It's weird. It feels like he's becoming depressed over it. Two of Pentacles, but he does feel like things can go back to an even ground. I just feel like whatever this was, he took it a lot harder than you recognize or you realize, whether he's showing it or not. If he's working more, it's because he doesn't want to have to think about it. If it's this, it's because he doesn't want to go back home. He's honestly going through a little bit of a depression because of this. Is this reparable? Can they come back to something healthy? I feel like it's going to take a lot more. You might need couples counseling or professional help because I have the Ten of Swords. Maybe it's very easy for him to fall into this kind of feeling. Three of Cups. Because he's not even wanting to hang out with like friends or family. Like he's just kind of like, he's taking this harder than you realize. Or than he lets on. Six of Swords. And I feel like, and honestly, I think, me personally, if I was like his friend or somebody outside, I'd be like, yes, mourn the things that happened, but if all you're doing is staying stuck and feeling bad about yourself, bad about the situation, feeling like a failure, at some point, you're only responsible for so much of that negativity. Some of it is his and he's indulging in too much of it. And at that point, it's like, okay, pick yourself back up and do something about it. Go see a professional, go talk to her, go do something, because I'm tapping into his energy and I'm kind of getting annoyed. Because yes, mourn the fact, but there's such a thing as like overdoing something negative here. And it's almost like he's letting himself fall down this downward spiral. And I'm like, dude, please, let's do something about it. I feel like if you're willing to have a conversation, you can, but just understand he's like so far deep in it that he's becoming his own worst enemy in this case. Because like I said, and I say this because I've been there too, where like, you know, something will derail me, but I've gotten myself out of it. So I know if I can do it, then anybody else can. And I'm not saying that to diminish how they feel. I'm not trying to say that he's not right in feeling bad about this. It's clearly he cares. But at some point, it becomes self-indulgent to stay there. I'm surprised the Four of Cups hasn't come out yet. We have the Ace of Swords. So yeah, start the conversation that you want things to get better. Definitely get professional help because I feel like it's beyond a tarot reading here. When it will happen will depend on how willing he is to pick himself back up here. Ten of Wands. Yeah, because it requires hard work and I don't know if he wants to do that. And if that's the case, then I can understand why there's been a rift in this connection, this marriage to begin with, because you don't want somebody who stays like that any more than he would, you know? If it was the other way around, like, I think about that because I've been with people like that. And I've been people like that too, you know? It's like I understand both sides. Two of Cups. So yes, I feel like things can get better. And I feel like as long as you show that you care about the relationship, that you care about him, and that you care about what you have, it's gonna help. But he has to get out of it before he goes into, again, I keep hearing and feeling country music. And I'm trying not to hate on country music because not all of it is awful, I know, but a lot of it is divorce music, and I'm just like, there's only so much I can take before I'm like, okay, let's put something happy on, put some pop music, or put something else on, you know. And Ace of Cups. So yes, it's gonna be reparable, but he has to come out of it. He has to come. I don't know how fresh this is. Maybe it just hit him really hard, but it would be easy for him to just remain this way for the rest of his life, and that's what kind of annoys me. It's like, dude, you can change and fix this. You can play an active role in doing this. I'm sorry. I wish I was his friend so I could tell him this, because I'm just like, my guy, please. Wow. Okay. But this is why I insist on having guy friends, because you never know when they need that one friend who's just gonna like, hey, let's move on. Let's go get your girl. Let's go get your man. Let's go do something. 10 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it's reparable, but he needs a lot of help, and it's outside of this. You might need to get professional help. It may even be something positive for him to hear that you want to get couples counseling. So yeah, this is what I have for you, Gina Ella. I hope this helps. I'm sending you and your husband so much love. Thank you. Next question. I think next is Diva House or Deva House. He would like to know if he will contact you. Will the mysterious he contact Deva? And Chrissy, you're up next, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. The ghost of Christmas future. Michelle, you're on it today. Are you going to make a commercial with Lucy next? In the arms of an angel. Help us support this dog by tipping Hazel Lucy. That's terrible. Okay. Okay, Diva House. Will he contact you? We have the Seven of Wands. He will, but there's a hesitation here. Why the hesitation? What happened? What's the hesitation? The Nine of Wands. Lots of hesitation. There's like a defensiveness here. He will. You may have to provoke it though. Like you may have to ask a question or send a hint or something. Because he's kind of like trying to resist this wanting to talk to you. I don't know if it's pride. I don't know if he's like, you know how when you double text or when it's like, oh, I can't text them again. I can't reach out again. I'm getting a little bit of that. There's like those weird, stupid social rules and pride. Sorry, I need to sit differently. I'm getting a little bit of that because he's, yes, but no, he doesn't want to, but yes. Okay, let's get more cards. The High Priestess. Oh, I love the High Priestess. She shows up when we need her. He's going to get inspired to do something. It doesn't have to be spiritual, but maybe something happened that reminds him of you, and he's going to reach out. He needs a reason to reach out. He needs like a valid reason, because he doesn't want to seem like a simp, or he doesn't want to seem like he's more interested. Will he contact you? So I'm getting a yes, but he's fighting hard not to. Eight of Swords. Yeah. He will. And he's going to be reluctant. I don't know why. I don't know if you've been trying to manifest him trying to talk to you. And the Nine of Swords reverse. I like when the Nine of Swords comes out reverse because he was worrying about nothing. This can also be like he doesn't know what to talk about, but he wants to talk, you know, which is what I don't like about this is that if it's texting, this is harder to do, because whenever you meet people in person, it's easy to just kind of talk about nothing, even if it's like the weather, and then that leads to talking about something else. I like the organic chemistry about two people whenever they talk in person. And I don't think he's used to that. I think he's more used to like sending memes or like talking, I don't know, like needing a question asked and answered. I'm getting that, which is kind of annoying. and the Four of Swords. He may have dreamed about you, or maybe he's just chilling in bed and he's bored and he decides to message you. That's what I'm getting. So yes, but he doesn't know what to text you about. Or he's trying to come up with a reason to text you, Wheel of Fortune. But the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune are coming in clutch because they're going to help you out somehow. It's like either you're manifesting it, he's manifesting it. And the Ten of Cups. So yes, he is. Ooh, the Lovers. Does this person have a crush on you? Who is this? So yeah, I feel like he will because he likes you, but he doesn't know how to get started. Oh. And this is again why I wish I was friends with some of your people, like with some of the people you guys ask me questions about. I wish I was their friend so I could be like, hey, just send them a meme. Hey, do this. Just say, what's up? You know, I feel like I could be like a dating coach sometimes because of all the stupid dating stuff I've seen in my life. But this is where I leave it, Deva. So yeah, they're gonna reach out. They're just kind of going back and forth about what to ask you or what to talk about. Okay, Chrissy. What's coming towards you in love? Because you are single. Hello, everybody. This is my last question, so I'm finishing up. If anybody really wants a reading from me, you can contact me for a personalized reading. The description will have all my information, contact information, as well as rates. It's either up here in the little dots or down in the description below. Or you could just email me at hellohazellucia@yahoo.com. You're welcome, Diva or Diva. All right, Chrissy. We have the Three of Swords. What's next towards it? You know what's annoying? I was watching a reading and what's next in love, what's next for singles, and I got the same card. And I was annoyed. I was about to like I was watching on my phone. I was about to throw my phone. I was like, I don't want to hear about this. But with the Three of Swords, I'm hearing a healing or getting over something. Because the good thing about it coming out first is that it's a past card. So you're either dealing with this right now or it's from the past. You're finally healing from some sort of heartbreak or heartbreak energy. You have Temperance. Yeah, you're focusing on yourself. You're pouring back into yourself. And I actually like the imagery of this deck. This is the Antique Anatomy deck, and it's got a brain. It's kind of like you're balancing out the, what's it called? The chemicals in your brain or whatever it is. Like, you know how whenever you're depressed, there's an imbalance in your brain? It's kind of like that. You're balancing out something. Ooh, we have the Six of Swords reversed. Something from either your past or something that didn't get off the ground could be coming back around. Which sometimes happens when we heal. Like the things we thought we had let go of come back to show us either how much we have moved on from them or whether we want to give it a try again. King of Wands. Six of Wands reversed. Oh. Seven of Cups. One of your options is going to be somebody from your past who thinks they have a shot with you again after you've healed from them or have healed from what they've done or healed from that connection. They're going to come back around. And this time around, you're going to be very different. This is how you will know you will have moved on from them because you no longer care about what they've got to offer, what they've got to say. And I'm not even saying you're rejecting them. It could just be like you're handling them differently than you did before. And that's really interesting. I actually like that. It's like you're not heartbroken over this person again, so you can either be friends or you could just do whatever. I don't think you're going to act the same way you did, and you needed to see that to prove to yourself. The universe is proving to you that you've changed, that you have healed. 10 years single. Oh my gosh. Queen of Swords. Because, yeah, it's like you're seeing through the BS now. You're seeing through the BS of this person. I don't know if it's like an ex or like an attempted lover or something casual. Whoever this is, you're over them. Or if it's not somebody from your past, it could be like a type you used to have, like a type of person that you used to fall for, and now you're like, not anymore, not today, I'm not into that anymore. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit of that. Like if you had a type that you knew wasn't the best for you, you're going to see them and you're going to feel nothing. And in the past, you would have gotten head over heels for that. Or you would have been, it would have been your weakness. All right, so what's next in love? What's your next romantic encounter or romantic situation? What is coming towards you in love besides you allowing love back in? I think you have to start by allowing love back in, by saying out loud to yourself, okay, I'm ready for a relationship. I'm ready for something serious. I'm ready for something maybe fun. Depends on what you want. Some people want something casual. Some people want something serious. I don't think there's anything wrong or right with like either of them. Like, I'm very neutral about what people want in life. Sometimes we need a good fling and sometimes we need something serious. We have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, because right now you're in a great moment to manifest anything that you want. You're in a great moment to manifest. So then what's coming up next for you is something that you want. So ask yourself what you want, Chrissy, because we have the Nine of Pentacles. Because whatever you're wanting right now, as long as you understand that you're happy or good with or without it, it's going to come in. As long as you understand that you're good and happy with or without it. Like, if you were to miss out on it, you'd still be fine. If you were to have it, that'd be great too. But there has to be a level of detachment. Interesting that we have 2 9s here. We have the 4 of Cups reversed. There's something about letting go of the emotion, letting go of, it's not neediness, but sometimes it can come through that way. It's like, because you don't really want something, something is going to come in. And if it comes in and it's great for you, you're going to keep it. And if not, you'd be more than happy to release it. So I see your perspective on love changing for sure. Because you've been 10 years single. Clearly you're thriving and you're great. So if it comes in, that's good. And if not, that's okay too. We have the 8 of Swords. This is you having some level of detachment in love. So I see you calling in love, but also being very detached. And there's nothing wrong with the detachment, especially at first. But it's kind of like you're asking yourself, do you want it or do you not want it? I see a little bit of a numbness here as well. Like, after healing the heart, after the heartache comes the numbness. Or not, if not numbness, then it's a detachment. I feel like there's a fine line. And then we have the 9 of Wands. And ask yourself where you have the barriers to love as well here. Like, where have you put up all the walls to love that you typically would want to bring down? I feel like you have to bring down some of those walls. And if somebody else wants to help you bring down another, that's fine. Interesting that we have 999 here. The 9th of any month could be important. 9 days, 9 weeks, maybe 9 months. But I feel like it's not going to take that long. I do feel like you're going to have some sort of love episode in 2026 for sure, because I'm looking into the year ahead and I am seeing something. It might be something casual, or at least at first, or something more fun. Because you're the horse, we're big on having fun in our love lives, whether it's casual or long term. If it's not fun, we don't want it. We also have the 4 of Pentacles. And I see you holding on to a part of yourself. So ask yourself what you're still not letting go in terms of opening up yourself to love. And we have the 10 of Cups. Ask yourself what your happily ever after looks like in terms of relationships. Write it out, manifest it, meditate on it, whatever it is. But I feel like you have this beautiful window of opportunity right now where you can call in whatever you want, because you're ripe for the manifestation energy. I think especially because it's about to be like the first of the year. Of the new year, so you can call in something. And the Star, lots of hope here as well. So yeah, you've healed from something from the past is going to come back around. You're going to be like, no thank you, and you're going to manifest something better. So I hope that helped, Chrissy. And the Tower, yeah, and it's going to come out of nowhere too. It's going to be something unexpected, maybe even something, dare I say, unconventional to what you're used to. So I hope that helped. And the High Priestess, yeah, tap into that intuition of yours. So positive things coming for you within the next year for sure. But this is where I leave it, Chrissy. Again, thank you for tuning in. And thank you so much for everybody for tuning in to this live stream. Again, tips are appreciated, but they're not necessary. This is my last live stream of the year. Starting the new year, I'm probably going to start doing horoscopes. More live streams, but probably more paid, just so because I mean, this is like an hour and a half of my time. And even though I love to do it, I feel like it keeps my intuition, my intuitive juices flowing. I would rather do something a little bit worth my while. Lots of amazing stuff. I have my January 2026 reading coming up soon. My 2026 readings, both love and general, are already up. So look for those on my channel. I'm also going to do a career one because everybody cares about their career and finances. So I'm going to do that as well. And yeah, I hope everybody has a very lovely night. Thank you to my sister Michelle for being an amazing moderator, even when she took her coffee break without telling me. But I'm sending so much love to everybody. Take care.